Hello and welcome back to From the Roots Up. It is day 3 of 12 days of homemade Christmas. Today, we're going to show you how to make coal.
Making our Christmas memories.
That's right, you heard me right. We are going to make coal. Did you ever get told growing up, or have you ever told someone else, if you're not good, you might just get a stocking full of coal this year? Well, we're gonna make edible coal. Basically, this is like Rice Krispie treats, but instead of Rice Krispies, we're gonna be using, what are these? Oreos, okay? So you can probably already imagine how that's gonna work. All we need for this super simple recipe is a package of Oreos, package of marshmallows. We're using mini marshmallows because we're gonna melt them and the small ones will melt faster, but melted marshmallow is the same, so use whatever you have. And we're gonna need a half stick or 4 tablespoons of salted butter. Now, the actual recipe that we found, some of the packages vary a little bit. It calls for 15 ounces of Oreos. This package, the family size package, is 18.12 ounces. It's a little bit more. It also calls for 5 cups of marshmallows. This 10-ounce package is actually 6 cups. Since we have a few extra Oreos and a few extra marshmallows, we're just doing the whole package. It'll be fine. It's not even enough that I'm worried about putting an extra 1/3 of a teaspoon of butter or something. It's gonna melt just fine, but that's it. We got basically 2 steps to this. We're going to take our butter, watch this, and drop it in a big microwave safe bowl. Boom. Next, we're going to take our marshmallows and open that up. Oh, Hulk smash! She's like, why did you make me open the hard one? Do you have any hole at all?
No,
okay, dump them in there.
The tiny thing.
All right, I'm gonna test them and make sure they're fresh. Okay. So, step 1, we're gonna put this in the microwave. We're gonna give it about a minute. Check it, stir it, maybe another minute. We just want the marshmallows to puff up and be slimy. We want the butter to be melty, and we're just gonna stir it all together. As long as there's no chunks of butter left, that is going to meet our needs. So do you wanna stick this in the microwave for a minute?
Okay.
And then while she's doing that, the next step, we're gonna use our blender to just puree these Oreos. We have this nice Ninja that we enjoy using, but if you don't have a blender and you want to try this, especially if you have kids with very busy, active hands and they need something to do, I would just dump these in a big Ziploc bag, give them a wooden spoon, and let them drum on it until it turns into powder. It really would be fine, as long as you trust them not to drag them around the house and spill crumbles everywhere. If they could sit still and just smash on them, that works. But we're going to drop these into our Ninja, and we're going to pulse them until we have powdered Oreos. Now, side note, while I am dropping these in and getting them ready, I don't know if this whole package will fit in there at once. The marshmallows that we're using, not all brands are gluten-free, but most are. They're just sugar. I'm not sure what some brands put in there to add gluten. The butter is gluten-free, and I saw the other day in the store, Oreo makes a gluten-free Oreo cookie. Made with cocoa and with gluten-free flour. And so if you have someone in your life that needs gluten-free. This is a really easy way to make something nice, include a snack for them that they can have as well. And so there are options. Yeah, it looks like these are probably all gonna fit in here. So we're gonna hit the blend button on this a couple of times. Then when these are ready to go, you better try that one. When these are ready to go, we will check on our butter marshmallow mix. All right, am I plugged in? That's gonna be the first important step, isn't it? Do you know how to use this thing? Mm-hmm. Try pulse.
Pulse? Oh, okay.
No, you should, pulse should be.
Oh, we have to turn it on.
I didn't lock it in place. Okay. Yep. Let's see here. All right, this just looks like a jar of dirt now.
I've got a jar of dirt.
Look what I got. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt.
Okay, those are ready to go. Let's check our bowl. Let me show you this. Marshmallows will start puffing really fast. That was only 1 minute in our very small, very underpowered microwave. The big mass in the middle is working, but you can see we still have unmelted marshmallows and there's a little chunk of butter. So we're gonna put this in for about 1 more minute and it'll probably be ready to go.
Ooh.
All right, here is after 2 minutes and you can see this is completely melted now. Some of the marshmallows are barely holding their shape, but as soon as you stir or mush them, they're melted. The butter is melted. We're just mixing it together. And the very next thing for us to do is what, Makayla?
Mix it.
Dump it in. We're ready to go. Here, let me take this out so it doesn't fall into. Be careful with our blade. All right, you want to dump that in and I'll stir.
That looks so good.
That's okay, it's all got to go in there. Sometimes really, really fast. Now, one thing as we're stirring this in, let me show again what we've got. The Oreo crumbs are mixing in, but they're also helping to firm up the big marshmallow wad in the middle. So all we're gonna do is stick this back in the microwave for 30 more seconds and then keep stirring. That's just gonna help us get it all mixed together good. All right, and with just a little bit of warming added to it, we'll get the rest of these cookie bits all stirred in. And the next part is just as easy as the rest of this has been. We're not gonna bake or cook these in any way. We have a baking sheet out just to have something to put them on so that they can dry or harden or whatever we're gonna call it. Makayla, go ahead and grab some. You can use wax paper, parchment paper, you can use foil. You don't even need a cookie sheet unless you need to be able to move them around out of the way. We could just lay them out on the countertop and wait for them to harden, but we're gonna take this mixture.
That does look like coal a lot.
It looks like lumpy, dirty old coal. It smells like, well, butter and Oreos and marshmallows, and I want to just start eating it. Okay, when it looks like everything is mixed pretty evenly, would you say we got it pretty evenly mixed around there?
Yeah.
All right, we're going here. Let's see. Some of our viewers told us to crinkle our paper. And that would keep it from rolling up.
Magic!
I could have watered it all the way down to a ball, but the edges was enough to do that. So thank you for that tip. We had more than one person tell us that. The next step is to pull some little wads out. It doesn't stick to your fingers because the cookie crumbs are absorbing the sticky. I don't know. Decide how big you want to make them. You can make them round and smooth if you want to, or you can take and just have jaggedy chunks.
Coal.
Okay. The idea is that they look like fun little pieces of coal, and these are basically Rice Krispie treat cookies, except they're Oreo treat cookies, and they look delicious already. So once these are all set up, the only thing left to do, give them time to set. They don't need to be refrigerated. They're fine for, I would say, a week or so. I wouldn't deliver them to somebody on December the 3rd if they're going to leave them under the tree until Christmas Day. Hopefully people take these and just eat them like the snack they are. If you want to save them for long term, make them early or have some to give away later, you can freeze them for 2 or 3 months and they'll do just fine. But the idea is kind of just deliver them. It's a quick snack that somebody could eat right away. And we are going to take the leftover baggies. Let me wash my fingers off. We're going to take the leftover baggies from Makayla. What did you use these for?
Cinnamon sugar pecans.
Cinnamon sugar pecans. We had a huge package of these things, 150 of them. And we will take and bag these up, since we're making them kind of small, probably half a dozen in a bag. And then decorate the bag however you like. You can put a name tag on it. You can take Sharpies and draw pictures on the bag. Draw the Grinch, or say bah humbug, because you're giving somebody coal, right? Have fun with it.
Very naughty.
Been very naughty, been on the bad list. And so all you get is this delicious coal treat. Now, if you want to mix it up just a little bit more, this is fun. This is especially people that, maybe grump a little bit around Christmas. This will be a fun way to reward them for their shining, glimmering attitude. But also, maybe you give these to little boys. Maybe you give these to little girls who love everything glitter, sparkly, shiny, right? I have a little girl like that. If you want, you can take in the cake decorating aisle, the baking aisle, they make edible glitter for cake decorations. You could take and you could glitter these up and make them a little sparkly, a little more festive if you kind of want to take the crude coal edge off of them. But there's lots of things you can do. These are really super simple. You watched literally the entire process. We didn't pause the video for anything. And we'll give these just a little bit of time to lose the gooey, tacky feel. They'll harden up a little bit, and then we'll bag them up, tie bows, ribbon, leave a note, and they are ready to give away. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that this is a fun idea for you. Be sure and stay tuned for the rest of our homemade Christmas gifts this month. Search for Hashtag 12 Days of Homemade Christmas. Some other channels are participating with us, and we appreciate them doing that. And you'll get to see more things like that. Stick around for our other videos as we're building our homestead from the roots up. If you're not a subscriber, we would love to have you subscribe. Watch more stuff, hit the bell, share it, show your friends this great recipe. And thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time.